Yo, what's up, winners? Welcome to Stay Winning Podcast. Again, just an airdrop of a live stream, right? No notice. I came across an article. Well, on my last live stream, someone left a comment that they needed help on how to be able to lower down their tax bill, right? And I thought, hey, I'm not a fan of taxes. Like this is a good thing. So let me go ahead and make sure that I'm live streaming here. Why does it keep showing up as President Trump signs executive order on X and Twitter? I'm not sure. Like, what's up with that? It's how homeownership lowers, that's the bill, lowers your taxes. Update. Let me update the one on YouTube as well because the title is not proper here. Okay, so thank you for tuning to the live stream. If you're new here, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your questions, and I can go ahead and address them. But I want to go ahead and change the title of this because it shows the incorrect title. And I'm not sure why my streaming software keeps doing that. Like it doesn't update as I update it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What's up, winners? Welcome to Stay Winning Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. All right, if you're new here, please go ahead and hit subscribe. We talk about everything personal finance, everything related to small business, real estate, crypto, anything under the money umbrella, so you can stay informed and make good financial decisions for better financial health. So today's live stream, no notice at all, just saw an article. This article reminded me of a comment I received on the last live stream. I'll link it up in the description, or you can just take a look at my live streams on YouTube. And someone asked me how they can lower their tax bill because they ended up paying four, six, $8,000 to the IRS, and they weren't happy with that. I don't think anyone will be happy with that. But let me attack this question from the real estate perspective. So yes, home ownership can actually lower down your tax bill, and I'm gonna go over some of those ways on how home ownership can lower down your tax bill. But yeah, just one of the biggest advantages of real estate, right? So your property taxes, you can actually deduct your property taxes, okay, which is limited to $10,000 per year. If you're a married couple and you file separately, the limit is 5,000. So out of your property taxes, right? That includes state, local taxes, real estate taxes, the ones that fund the schools. You can write that off, or you can deduct that at the end of the year when you file your taxes, and that should lower down your tax bill because throughout the year you're paying those extra taxes. Okay, so that's one way that owning real estate helps you lower down your overall tax bill. The other thing you can write off with real estate is a home office. So if you work from home or if you start a side hustle from home, right, you can actually deduct that. But, you know, definitely consult a CPA or tax consultant, but it's based on the square footage of the size of your office, right? And that a certain amount of square footage requires a certain amount of taxes being written off. All right. Now, the other thing is if you rent your home, like an Airbnb or a basement, I actually posted this on X earlier. You can actually deduct that percentage of your utilities and maintenance, right? So if you're renting out part of your home, right, and they use electricity in there, whether it's AC, whether it's a light, just the maintenance and upkeep on it, you can write that off on your tax bill as well. So that should lower down your overall taxes that you have to pay to the IRS. Now, if you're a senior, right, so if you're a homeowner above 65, there are special programs and benefits that you can take advantage of to also lower down your tax bill. Okay, the other one, this one's pretty neat because you win twice. Okay, so the other way that you can lower down your tax bill is the real estate. And let me check the views here to see if um, I actually have any comments on X. or YouTube because, again, my software doesn't show them. I may need to get a new software because I'm not liking how it doesn't update or show me the comments on it. Okay. So there's two people watching. Thank you for tuning in. Let's take a look here. Okay. And if you're here, go ahead, like, and subscribe, please. And no comments for me on YouTube. Okay. The other way you can deduct your tax bill or use real estate to help you or give you tax advantages is you make energy efficient upgrades. Okay. So obviously, some of these are also going to be at the state level. But if your appliances are electric, if you have solar panels, if your windows are like a certain kind that reflect uh, the solar rays, these are things you can also write off on your taxes. My favorite one, all right, this is a bonus. My favorite way to use real estate to pay less taxes is when you rent it out. Um, Actually, two ways. I'm gonna give you two bonuses. Okay. So if you have investment, so all of these were regarding primary property. Now, if you have rental real estate, these two additional ones are for rental real estate. In rental real estate, okay, if you travel to your rental property, your travel expenses are a write-off because you're technically traveling for business. And that's the best part, right? So yes, if you live in California and you have an investment property in Miami and you travel to Miami to go view your property, you know, consult with your tax consultant, your CPA, but a portion of that you should be able to write off on your tax expenses. Okay. The other thing that I think is my favorite is on rental real estate as well. If you have rental real estate, let's say your mortgage payment is $1,500, but you rent it out for $1,450. So pretty much the real estate is paying itself, right? But you are actually losing, right? Monthly, you're losing $50. So at the end of the year, you report it as a loss. And again, consult with your CPA. Now, this is financial advice, but these are things you can use and say, hey, I actually did not profit from my property. Um, it was actually a loss because I'm not making profits monthly. Okay. So that's another way that you can lower down your tax bill. So, yes, you're not necessarily making a profit of $300 a month, for example, while collecting rent. However, you're losing a small amount that can help you out with tax benefits. Um, and at the same time, your property is getting paid off. And this reminds me of a third one, but I think I just forgot it. Yes, if you again, this also applies to rental real estate. Um, you can depreciate the property, and that can also help your tax bill and lower down your tax bill that you do or that it's due to the IRS. All right, so just want to come on here and I came across that comment on my last live stream. Thank you for the support on that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Atlantic, what's up, Atlantic? Stay winning. Shout out to Atlantic for showing the support on YouTube. Thank you. Don't forget to I'm sorry, on X. Don't forget to like and share. Appreciate that. Thank you for the comment. All right, so those were several ways that you can use real estate in your favor to lower down your tax bill. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite. If you know a homeowner, share this video with them, and maybe they can pay less taxes when it's time for them to do their taxes. Okay. So again, winners, thank you for tuning in. Stay winning. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you, and take care.